Episode 21. Nan Shen. Mishu quickly strode into the room and shoved Tanhua aside. Mishu then quickly untied the necktie, and when she finished, only then could Nan Shen properly breathe. Bruck. Nan Shen was so tired that he slumped into his chair looking like a zombie. He had combed his hair neatly, ready to meet his sweetheart, but his effort was ruined by a dumb doggo. He was even seen by Mishu. This was so embarrassing. And all of this happened because of one stupid doggo. Nan Shen looked straight at Tanhua, who was shoved aside, with daggers in his eyes. This boy. Just wait. Nan Shen really wanted to scold Tanhua and make her kneel, but Mishu was here. He couldn't do so. Tanhua was very relieved that Mishu came in time. Otherwise, she would have been killed by Nan Shen. Tanhua shrunk her neck like a turtle as she slowly went to a corner and hid behind a bookshelf. That stare Nan Shen gave her was so scary. Mishu-sama, don't ever leave. Are you alright, Nan Shen? Mishu was a good girl who cherished her friend, so when she saw Nan Shen was in danger, as his friend, Mishu was worried for him. Nan Shen, who was looking like a devil to Tanhua, turned his head toward Mishu, and suddenly, tring, his face turned into that holy angel with a spring-like smile and gentle eyes. It's okay, I'm all right, thanks for your concern. Nan Shen smiled like a super gentle angel, though a second ago, he looked like a total devil. Tanhua, who saw this, had her jaw drop to the floor. That's too fast, this two-faced devil. He looked like a devil from hell when he saw her, but when he saw Mishu, he changed into a docile angel. This isn't fair. Why the hell is she the only one who gets this devil's bad side? Well, but she did admit that Nan Shen's angelic smile is kinda cute too. Hell no, that's too damn fake. Tanhua, who previously liked to see Nan Shen's angelic smile whenever she watched him on TV, now didn't feel the same. That smile Nan Shen used looked so damn fake and creepy. It looked as if he wore an angelic smile mask on his face. So creepy. Tanhua suddenly had the urge to tear down that angelic smile mask on Nan Shen's face. She felt goosebumps. Hey you. When Tanhua was still hiding behind the bookshelf, Mishu suddenly turned her head and looked at her with a sharp glare. Ja, yes ma'am? Tanhua felt scared by Mishu's menacing aura. This is Mishu, the brave cool girl who became the female lead of this world. Her aura was indeed so different. Why do you want to kill him? Mishu came closer to Tanhua's place as the sound of her high heels rang throughout the room. Nan Shen and Hua. Wait Mishu, he isn't trying to kill me. It's a misunderstanding. Nan Shen quickly stood up and grabbed Mishu's wrist, trying to stop her. Mishu was a tough woman, so Nan Shen was worried that she would beat Tanhua somehow. Eh? Mishu, who had a queen-like aura, suddenly stopped in her tracks and had a dumbfounded face. Misunderstanding? But she did see that short boy trying to choke Nan Shen. Yeah, he is trying to help me put on a necktie, but somehow it got to this accident. Nan Shen pulled Mishu and made her sit down on a sofa in his office. Ah, is that so? I must have seen it wrong then. The menacing aura earlier immediately disappeared, replaced by a gentle and sun-like aura. Tanhua, who saw all of this from behind the bookshelf, really wanted to thank Nan Shen for his help. She had watched quite a few episodes involving Mishu, so she knew how ruthless she could be toward her enemy. So scary. Oh, you haven't worn your necktie. Let me help. Mishu, who noticed the wrinkled necktie around Nan Shen's neck, took the initiative to stand up and helped him fix his necktie. Mishu was a girl who didn't feel conscious around men, as she had shaped herself to be a tough woman. She had lost her naive side and now had turned into a real queen. Fixing Nan Shen's necktie was something she did out of consideration, as she had something she wanted to ask Nan Shen. Just count it as an early gift to repay Nan Shen's favor later. But even if Mishu's thoughts were like this, Nan Shen still felt quite surprised. He didn't feel comfortable getting touched by a woman, usually. So he asked Tanhua to help him earlier, which led to this accident. Nan Shen wanted to refuse, but Mishu had started to fix his necktie quickly, and in a beautiful way. Mishu was quite tall for a girl. She was 165 centimeters tall, and standing next to Nan Shen, her head reached Nan Shen's chin. Nan Shen looked down and saw Mishu's beautiful face, and he himself unconsciously blushed a little. Ba-thump. The one whose heart beat faster wasn't Mishu nor Nan Shen. It was Tanhua, who was watching those two interact. Looking from afar, Tanhua felt as if she was watching a scene in a romance drama, a scene where the woman fixed the man's necktie. Those two looked like a match made in heaven. One was a handsome gentleman, while the other was a mature woman. So romantic. This is what romance drama should be. Ah, she could see pink bubbles and roses blooming everywhere. Tanhua looked at the scene from behind the bookshelf with a wide grin. She was giggling and enjoying the romantic scene in front of her, when suddenly, Nyut, her chest tightened. Why the hell did her chest feel painful so suddenly? Did she have a heart attack? Tanhua didn't know why, but she felt something prick her heart. Throb, throb, throb. Ook, it's painful. What's wrong with her? Yep, done. Mishu patted Nan Shen's chest after fixing his necktie with a smile. Her soothing voice sounded throughout the room like a crisp bell, very pleasant to the ear. Nan Shen looked at his neat appearance and once again gave Mishu a brilliant smile. Mishu was really perfect, wasn't she? Beautiful, talented, smart. Not like someone who kept messing his job. Wait, why the hell did he compare that silly doggo to his goddess Mishu? They were like the moon and the earth. Thank you. Nanshen smiled so beautifully in response to Mishu as he sat down on the sofa across from her. Nanshen was about to hear what Mishu wanted to say when his mind stopped for some reason. Wait. Speaking of that silly doggo, where is he? The image of Tanhua trembling like a hamster popped up in his mind as he suddenly remembered that the boy was nowhere to be seen. Did he get depressed? Did he run away and hide somewhere outside the room? Nanshen looked around the room, and when he found that fluffy short black hair popping out from one of his bookshelves, he sighed in relief. There he is. Okay then, let's focus on Mishu. So Nanshen, I'm here because I want to ask you about something. Mishu crossed her legs in an elegant way as she started her conversation. Well, after this talk ended, she intended to apologize to that office boy for falsely accusing him of something he didn't do. Ask me anything. Nanshen also crossed his legs in a handsome way, making himself look handsome in some way or another. The two people, one handsome and one beautiful, sat across from each other with both of them crossing their legs. This scene very much looked like a painting. So beautiful, so bright that it could blind anyone who saw it, including Tanhua, who was watching from behind her safe zone. What are they talking about? She couldn't hear them clearly as they were quite far from her, and both of them spoke in a small voice. Ah, so you want to meet the boy who made the design back in Renyuan's office? But haven't you already met him, though? Nanshen tilted his head as he stole a glance toward the boy who was peeking through the bookshelf. Where? Where is he? Mishu's eyes sparkled as she got excited. Where was the boy she wanted to meet? That. Maybe you didn't take a good look at his face before, but that boy is the one you thought wanted to kill me. Nanshen pointed his finger toward the frightened doggo behind the bookshelf. What? Mishu suddenly stood up and walked fast toward Tanhua's place, which made Tanhua flinch in fear. Why the hell did the female lead come to her place? Stop. Don't come here, boss. Help. I'm scared. The female lead looks so damn scary. Swoosh. Tanhua, like a frightened doggo, immediately ran from the bookshelf past Mishu and hid behind Nanshen's back. Tanhua gripped Nanshen's suit as she hid behind him. She was short, so she could perfectly be hidden when she stood behind Nanshen. When Tanhua's hand brushed against Nanshen's back for some reason, Nanshen felt his body freeze on the spot. What the hell is this boy doing? Oi, get out! Nanshen tried to move, but Tanhua insisted on hiding behind him while pulling his suit. No, that lady over there is scary. Tanhua used both of her hands to cling to Nanshen's back, refusing to let go. If she let go now, Nanshen would surely hand her over to Mishu. Nanshen loved Mishu after all, right? He must want to side with Mishu. Throb. Once again, Tanhua felt something painful prick her heart when she thought of how Nanshen loved Mishu. What's wrong with her? Her heart was throbbing a lot today. Tanhua was lost in her feelings that she loosened her grip on Nanshen's suit. Right at this moment, Mishu managed to grab Tanhua's wrist. Grab,